TxStampin Sharon. I am bringing you a gift card holder today. Pretty darn cute, if I don't say so myself. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I invite you to hit the subscribe button below and then hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when I upload videos or when I do my YouTube lives. If you currently don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be honored. If you need catalogs, need to contact me, you can find that information in the description box below. Let's get started. On today's video, we're going to talk about the Tropical Oasis suite. I've heard from a couple of you that this suite overwhelms you. When I think about a suite, I look at what all Stampin' Up! Has created to coordinate together. Never do I try to use them all on one card, on one project. And something that I have figured out about the Designer Series paper, I wanted to share with you today. So the papers themselves, when you look, really, let's just look at the samples that Stampin' Up! Has created. If they use the Designer Series papers, they only use bits of it. Here they cut them out, things like that. Over here on this page, just a little piece of it. Yes, this one has a big piece, but the trees, the palm trees, are kind of a neutral color. I think some of you are trying to struggle with coloring the big flower and putting it on that paper. So if you will stay with me, I'm going to show you several attempts that I did to try to match that paper. It is tough, tough. So I have a sample also that shows, don't even look at the paper. Don't even, just focus on the flower. Okay, so we're going to get started. Here is my very simple card that I'm pretty darn proud of because it's going to be a gift card holder for one of my daughter's birthdays. Okay, super simple to make, and we're going to make it together. I'm only using the Timeless Tropical stamp set. I did not pull out the dies that go with it. I have all my pieces ready, and I have my Whisper White card base that is the standard 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. I have a layer of the DSP that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have a layer of Old Olive that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have my little gift card holder, if you will, and it measures 6 inches by 4 inches, and I have scored and folded it at the 3-inch mark. My Designer Series paper layer is 3 inches by 4 inches. My Old Olive, I actually cut a piece that was 4 inches long, and it's 1 1/4 wide. Now, this is going to be layered on here, and I wanted it to be, let's just take this off. I wanted it to be 3 1/4. So I just scored at 3 1/4. It was just the easiest. I have a piece of Whisper White that is 1 inch by 2.5 inches. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and assemble. This is a very fast, easy card. And I'd even call it simple stamping, guys, because there's not much to it. But the fact that I have 5 children who are all married with 9 grandkids, I am constantly needing new ideas for birthday cards. And I have just found that gift card holders work best for us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply the snail to this side. We're going to fold that. And because that pops up, we want to really give it a good crease on the back with our bone folder. And I am really pushing down hard on that. So it's still up a little bit, but I'm going to fix it. Well, I'll fix it better, let's put it that way. So we're going to add our gift card holder on here. And then we're going to do some stamping. I'm stamping with Old Olive. And then I also want to stamp on the inside there's plenty of room to write, and my gift card is not going to take up any space on the inside of the card. So I'm going to tell her to rest and relax. You deserve it. It's your day. We're just going to add this on with some snail. And we're letting the designer series paper really be the focal point. We're not making one of those flower stamps or the palm trees, because this pattern just didn't warrant itself to the palm trees. I tried and I was like, I don't like it. Okay, so now we're going to add this layer. And I bet I have 4 or 5 more samples to share. Plus, you know, I really hesitated showing you all of my attempts of coloring, but I kept trying so hard to match the paper, and I used different things, so I will go over that. Okay, so see how this still wants to pop up? That's when I pulled in the Tropical Oasis trinkets. And I thought, well, okay, I don't think I have any more flowers. Yeah, I've been kind of using up the flowers. So we'll use a leaf. And the weight of the trinket kind of helped hold it down a little bit better. So there you go. Okay, so it's still wanting to pop up, but there we go. So good crease on the front and the back. Let's just really give it a good crease. All right, let's talk about my other cards and my ways of trying to color the flowers. Okay. So here's a card for one of my sons. Just a little thank you note. I really haven't put anything on the inside yet, but this card opens this way. Now, if you will notice, it's the same layout. I just couldn't do, when I tried to add this flap, it was just too big for, the sentiment was too big for the card, okay? But it's the same layout. Pretty cool, huh? Just turned it sideways. Okay, so here is that pretty paper that I think everybody is just drawn to. I have found that just putting a sentiment layer on these bolder image papers is the best. You're just going to struggle because I kept trying. See the variation on those flowers? We have hibiscus in our yard, and yes, they do have those variations and they have different colors on the tips, but I couldn't get that. I couldn't get it to match this, and I will talk to you about that. And then how about this? It's the same layout, okay? But I just went more with the subtle colors. I ended up using an aqua painter and the ink refills. This is Pineapple Punch, and that's all I did. Oh, I did do a little bit of the red in the middle. I stamped the leaves on Old Olive cardstock with Old Olive, and then just die cut them. I kind of pulled apart the braided jute and just added it to the card. But these 3 cards are all the same layout. Look totally different, don't they? Now, I received this card in the mail as a thank you. And there again, she took the same idea, let the paper be the focal point, and then just stamped the word thank you, okay? All right, do I dare show you my messes? Okay, so let's talk about this. I took the colored pencils, colored real red, not very bold. Then I took the real red ink refill, and I tried to have it, let's see if you can see, I tried to have it lighter at the edge. Again, this is with a watercolor pencil. This one I did the pineapple, I did Daffodil Delight in the middle, and then I tried to add the red, but it turned out too orangey. Here I did the red first and the yellow on the end. I tried different things. So if you're going to play with coloring this flower, do what I did. Color the different petals, see which one you like. Okay, so I was doing really good on this one. I colored with the Pineapple Punch, just like I did on this card. And then I decided, let's add some red in the center. Okay, so this is what I had. I should have left it alone. But I decided to go back and add more. Well, this had already dried. This turned out too orangey. So then I tried to come in with just full strength ink refill, no water. Hot mess. So I quit that. Okay, this is the one that's going to terrify you. Are you ready? Okay, that's just so hard on the eyes. So again, I was doing really good. I had, I stamped it in the black StazOn, and then I did the watercoloring with the pineapple punch, and then I was just doing the edges. I should have left it alone, but I thought, oh, let's put some in the middle, then let's do this. It looks like a tiger or something. I don't know, it's really bad. Okay, so here, I was trying with the Real Red, the Daffodil Delight, and I was like, I just don't think I like the yellow. I kept looking at this paper and I was like, that's more petal pink or something. So then I came in with petal pink and immediately stopped because that was a hot mess too. So there you go. Let's see. Here again, this was some more watercolor pencils. This was the ink refill. Nope, this was the ink refill, just solid red. I think the thing that I don't like is if you put too dark of a red, you can't see the definition. I did try to color with Stampin' Blends. That was awful. You totally lost all the detail when I went with the red dark and trying to use the red light on the tips. So, all right, I really didn't want to share those ideas with you or the different flowers. However, if you're struggling, if you have purchased this gorgeous set and you're struggling, just try to keep it simple. Don't make it more than it has to be. Sentiment layers, make it a gift card holder, or just use the big images and try not to use the more subtle papers. We've got the greens and we've got the browns. So try to keep it simple and just have fun with it, okay? Happy stamping, y'all.